Hello there, welcome to Team Clueless Games. Today I am going to be having a game of Warhammer Quest, the Cursed City. So I've got the very first mission set up. I'm going to set this up. I've set this up as if I'm going to be doing a campaign. I hope to be able to continue on doing all the missions and that. And what I have done is I have set up the first mission, which is in the rulebook, which is what it recommends. Which is a hunt mission in the Alleyways. So I have followed all the basic setup in the rulebook, and this is obviously the map we're using. And I will follow the rulebook for the first couple of turns, just so I get used to remembering how to play. I've only had like 2 games of this, little practice games, and they've always been on this mission just to try. Right, so the hunt mission, which is what I'm playing today. My objective is I have to kill 10 hostile champions. And these are the different champions. Not all of them are obviously in play, because all the characters start at level 0. So there is my victory conditions. And if I win, all my heroes gain some experience, and I shrink influence by 2, but fear grows by 1. I'll explain that bit in a minute. So here's the board setup. So this is where we're starting. These are the 4 characters that I've decided to use. Bear with me. Have a light on. Not all my models are painted for this game yet. I am not doing too bad. So I've picked 2 of the characters, which are the only 2 characters I have painted, which is he is Jelson Darroch. He's the bounty hunter. The other one I've got painted so far is Buttrock, the corpse eater. So that is that guy there. I should move my thumb out of the way. He's painted. And the other 2 which I've picked is Captain Esmeralda Bazkov, and I'm not even going to bother. Celiona Zittingale. I know I've probably pronounced them quite wrong. But they are my 4 characters which I'm going with through the game. If at any point one of them does actually die in the campaign, then I do get to play as one of the other characters. So in this board setup, there are 3 mystery objectives. 2 of them are these hangman bits, and 1 is this crow on the tree, holding a key in its mouth, just sitting on a stone bit. And for each of them, I have to draw an encounter card. There's a look at the encounter cards. Obviously, I'm doing level 0, so I just set up there. So it's 2 Orphan Watch, 3 Orphan Watch, and 3 Dead Walker Zombies. So to set the encounters up, you go from the nearest mystery objective to your turn. So I've got 2 Orphan Watch set up there. Sorry, the sun's sort of shining through the window a little bit here, so you can't get a great, fantastic view of them. Hopefully these ones might be a bit better. There's 3 Orphan Watch over here. Over here, I decided to set up the Sergeant for the Orphan Watch, because he's one of the champions. I could have chosen to set him up over here, but I thought, no, you know what? I know I've got to kill 10 champions, but I'll set it over there. Once one encounter group has died, so once say that these 2 have died, then I would end up producing more, obviously, cards. Not until an encounter group has died. And I've got 3 Dead Walker Zombies over there. As you can see, the zombies are not painted. They are, in fact, there's my painted bits in my tray of all the bits that all the monsters I'm possibly using today. I'm going to bring it up here. These ones aren't magnetised, but they're 3 ones that I'll possibly do. But the rest of these are all magnetised in there. So there's lots more Orphan Watch, as I say, zombies. There's the Watch Captain Guard, who probably come out. Some bats and rats and stuff, so we'll see if they come out. But what else is there? I think that's really it for the setup. There's the cards for obviously them, so I will get the camera set up properly, and we'll see how we get on for first turn and that. Alright, see you in a sec. Right, here we go. I will probably be moving the camera around a little bit, because obviously I can't really get a shot properly of the whole board. So I've got it here where obviously the character's starting, and I'll try and move the camera around a little bit as I'm playing. Right, so the turns are broken down into 5 different steps. The first step, which is called the journey phase, is nice and easy. The journey phase follows the same sequence of steps. You've got the nightfall step, and then you've got the quest step. Sorry, basically for nightfall. So the nightfall token, which I should just move the camera, is my sun board. It's that board, that bit just moves around to there. That is all I do for the nightfall bit. If it comes around to the moon there, it is night, and basically all that means is the bad guys get a bit stronger. They're double-sided, the things for the bad guys. So they, as you say, they just get a little bit stronger, that's all. Because they're being undead, they are a bit better in the evening. Then we've got the quest step. Rules, basically all it is for the quest step is, have I won? That is it. If I've won, that's it, fantastic, game over, do your campaign ending. Number 2 for the turn order is the destiny dice. So there are 5 black dice. All the destiny phase is you roll these dice, any doubles, so there's 2 6s there, go. The others go back over onto the sun board, and they are extra actions which I can use with my characters on their turns. That's the destiny bit. Number 3, the initiative phase. So there are 7 cards here, 1 for each of the encounter and 1 for each of my characters. They have basically just been shuffled up, and then let me bring the camera over here. Here, this bottom line here is my initiative step. So we go with hostile group number 1. One of my guys, bad guys, me, bad guys, me. So that is the turn order this turn of what is there. So hostile group number 1 is going to act, then one of my characters does, then and so on and so forth. Before I actually dealt them out, what I should have done, it says, do you do your activation rolls? Sorry, I didn't do that in order. All the activation roll is, each of your characters has 4 dice. I roll them, whatever numbers they get, go on there. You don't have to have them in order, but I like to have them in order on there. And on their cards, it basically tells you what they can do. So their basic attack is a 1+. They've all got a 1+ basic attack. They've got another attack, which obviously you need like a 4+, so I could only do that once here. And they've got other unique abilities and stuff. The dice are also used to do moving, running, and there's a few other various actions obviously that can be done. So that's the activation for that one. 1, 3, 3, 3. Not good dice rolls there. Ooh, got a few 5s for the Captain. And for me Yoda, 2 6s, a 1 and a 2. Not bad. So that's that. That's their activation. So I've rolled all the dice for my characters. That's the initiative step. There is a Gambit step. So now that I've done the initiative track, in this step, so in the Gambit step, the hero can attempt to make 1 or more Gambits. To attempt a Gambit, the player who controls the hero, you must basically spend 1 of your activation dice on the hero's character card, and you make an agility roll. They've all got different stats on there. That one's agility is a white square, so that is basically this dice. If they roll basically a success, which is 1 diamond, then I get to swap my initiative card with the closest hostile group. If I get a critical success, I can swap to my left or right. Critical success, I can swap it anywhere. Failure, nothing. Okay? I'm just going to pause it there for 1 second because I've just heard my door going. Right, so the Gambit step was basically I can influence the on turn order. We then basically got the activation phase. So obviously we will go through here. So this is where we go through the activations. So let's skip a couple of pages because there we go. Hostile activation group. So hostile group number 1 is going to be going first. So that is these 2 guys down here, which is the Orphan Watch. Basically, I roll this D12, and on their card, it basically has a behaviour table. So whatever I roll, that tells me what they are going to do. It's driven off. Behaviour rolls. So I have rolled a 2. Summon the Orphan Watch. Deploy any slain Orphan Watch from this hostile group as reinforcements. Each acting hostile already on the battlefield makes an advance action. So none of them have died in there. So hostile actions. There are 2 common hostile actions. Advance and charge is there. So when a hostile makes an advance action, it makes 1 move action and then 1 weapon action. So their move on the Orphan Watch is 3. So these guys are just going to move 3 towards the nearest. 3. 1, 2, 3. Towards there. Their weapon is a melee weapon, so it's not in range, so they can't do that. That is that activation done. Nice and easy. Then hero's activation. So my hero that's going to be activating this turn, let's move the camera around a bit, is who's activating now is this person here. This is Sleona, who got right. So she can basically do any of the basic actions, which is a move, which you just need a 1+, and you get to move your movement speed on your card. Which she's got a movement speed of 3, and she's got a run speed of 4. So if she decides to run, she gets to move 1 extra space. A run action is a 3+ on a dice. You can recuperate, which when the hero makes his action, basically you can perform a vitality roll, which is again just another one of the stats. It tells you which dice to roll. If you get a success, you can heal a wound. If you get a critical success, you heal 2 wounds. You can do a search action, which is on a 4+. Basically, you can search like these mystery objectives and potentially get a card. There's extract, which I don't need in this game. And then there's just the actions basically on the card. So it's you got move, run, search, plus my actions that are on the card. So let's see what So her abilities, she's got a melee damage weapon. She has got a ranged weapon, which, how far was ranged? Right, I'm going to go with my actions for my first character. I was just looking in the rulebook because for the range attacks. I couldn't see much on there. All it says is if you're shooting from someone that's not on your board tile, then it's assumed you're shooting through like a window or the door or something. But I couldn't see how far a range it is, whether it's just line of sight. So I'm going to play it that if I can shoot onto one board next to me if I've got line of sight of the bad guy. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments below. That's how I'm going to play it for this game. So let's get going. So we're going to spend the 1 to move my character. She's got movement of 3. She's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's going to go to there. I've then got 1, 6, which I can use as a... she has got 6+. Right, I'm going to use her 6 to do her Staff of Celestial Devastation. It's a 6+ action. This action can only be made once per turn. Pick 1 hostile visible, so it's going to be this one here. To the hero, I roll the red dice, this one. We see if we get a success. We do, we get a success. If the roll is successful, that hostile and any other hostiles in the same space suffer 2 damage. So he suffered 2 damage. The Orphan Watch only have 2 wounds. That is him dead. Let's put him back in the box. I then have to roll this one, the 8, for each hostile or hero in an adjacent space to that hostile. If it's successful, he takes 1 damage. Nope, that's a failure. He takes no damage. So that's 2 actions. I've got 2 actions left. You know what? I feel brave with this person. I'm going to go 1. If the doorway is between 2 tiles there, then I can go to either 1. If the doorway is like up here, it's only on 1 tile to 1 tile, I can only go across 1. So this is going to go 1. I'm going to go 2 to move to there. And I'm going to spend my last dice here. Obviously, I have got the Destiny dice I can use. But I'm going to make an attack action on a 1+. It's this dice. A success is 1 damage. A critical success is 3 damage. That is a critical success, 3 damage. That one's dead. 1 hostile group down. Now, nothing happens with that until the next turn. About spawn. It's going to take a couple of turns to spawn some more enemies on this. So that's them done. That's him done. Hostile group number 2. Let's move the camera up. I won't move it all the way over. It's this group over at the back here. Let's roll the d12, see what they do. An 11. Each acting hostile makes a move action, then makes a charge action. Okay, so they all make a move action of 3. They're all coming 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They're all coming down here. And then the charge action, let's just make sure. When a hostile makes a charge action, it makes 2 move actions and then 1 weapon action. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. He's going to make a weapon action on there. I'll do that in a second. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1. And he's going to go there, and so there's going to be 2 weapon actions against my person there, that they can both reach there. So they have rusted weapons. So for this, it's 2 of the d6s, and then let's see what we have. So this is the first one with the banner bearer. It had 1 critical success, which is 2 damage, but when the hostiles make an attack, you get to roll a defense dice. Hostile weapons attack. When a hostile makes a weapon attack, all the rules that apply for making weapon attacks with a hero also apply. If more than 1 target could be picked for a weapon action, the leader chooses which hero is attacked. Unfortunately, it's just that one. If no targets can be picked for a weapon action, the attacking hostile doesn't attack. So defense rolls. When a hero suffers damage from a weapon action, the player controlling the hero must make a defense roll. So on your character, you have, again on these stats here, so she's got defense, she has got 1 square dice. So let's basically roll. I failed. Failure basically means I suffer the damage, so I suffer 2 wounds. So that will go on my card. I'll show you what that is in a minute. Success, you can reduce the damage by 1. Critical success, you reduce the damage suffered by the hostile weapon by 3. After the defense roll, if the damage has been reduced to 0, attack resolve is finished. Suffering damage. When a hero suffers damage, is converted into equivalent amounts of damage points. Each point of damage is then allocated individually for that hero. So, for example, Derek suffers 2 damage. His player allocation will be 2 damage points to him. No wound, go to there. 1 damage, 2 damage. Yep. So I've got it right on my card here. I'll show you this. So taking 2 damage. If it was 1 damage, it's that side. Goes on there. Because it's 2 damage, it just goes over there. That means next activation, I only have 3 dice I can roll, not 4, until I get this wound healed up. But that's only the first person attacking. We've got another attack from the other one, who also gets a critical. But I roll a critical as well, so I reduce damage by 3, so no damage taken from the second attack. So that's hostile group number 2 gone. But unfortunately for hostile group number 2, it is now my people's goes. Right, and for this, it is Derek, it's my bounty hunter's go. So I believe I am going to do my range attack, Judgment. Reload. This weapon action may only be made once per turn. So I'm going to do my range attack. It's a 5+. Obviously, I haven't rolled any 5s, but there is a 5 in the Destiny dice that I'm going to use. So you can see my arm just reaching across the damage. Things that I'm going to shoot at the sergeant guy here. So this range attack, it is just 2 dice, two of these. I get a success and a critical success. That is basically 6 damage. Blah! He is shot out of there. Because I've killed the Sarge as well, I'm just going to take the camera back over to here. He's one of the champions I needed. That goes around to 1 on the dial. Obviously, I've just got to get the dial all the way around as well. So that is 1 action for that guy there to start with. I am then going to... Oh, actually, there's something else I have forgotten about, which I will go back to shortly. It's about inspiration points. Yeah. So, right, he's just going to go 1, 2. He's going to come in here. We're going to... he can go 1, 2, 3. He's going to go up to there. And then we're just going to do attack. So we're going to do my Ardent Blade. We'll do the Banner Bearer. A success, that's 2 wounds. Just double checking that none of the... the Orphan Watch Soldier has an additional wound, so he actually had 3 wounds, but as I did 6 to him, no. I do 1 wound to him, he's dead. I'm doing another action of doing attack against him. He's dead. So that is all of that group dead. And then my next action for him, he's gonna do a run action, I think, because he's got a 3+. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna come into there. And then we have got, who's next? It is my ogre. You know what? I think him and the captain are gonna go running off a completely different way together. I think he's just gonna do lots of moving actions to start with. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go up to try and get to... I'm going to do the run action. 1, 2. Actually, he only has to do a move action. And as I got to there, he's done lots of moving up to there. He is going to do a search action. So, as you can see, my ogre has come all the way up here. He's by this mystery objective. He is going to do a search. So the search action, a hero can make this action if they're adjacent to a space containing a mysterious objective and there are no hostiles adjacent to the hero. If they do, draw the top card of the discovery deck, which I have got down here. The cards that can be drawn from this deck are treasure card, trap cards, crisis cards, and realm stone cards. Discovery cards that are discarded are placed face up next to the discovery card deck. There. So it is a treasure card I have found. It's there. It's called Vengeful Mirror. So when a treasure card is drawn, it is given to the hero that made the search action. A hero can only have 1 treasure card. If they already have an unused treasure card, they must pick one of the 2 they have. They keep that card. The other treasure card is discarded. Treasure cards can be traded freely between adjacent heroes. Each treasure card will tell you when it can be used, what effect it will have. After treasure cards is drawn, we renew the mysterious objective. So that mysterious objective has been removed. Okay, right, what is the treasure card I have found then for him? Vengeful Mirror. This mirror can provide more protection than any steel shield until it breaks. A hero with this treasure card can use it immediately after suffering one damage point from an adjacent hostile weapon action. When this treasure card is used, pick a hostile adjacent to this hero. That hostile suffers 1 damage, and the hero does not suffer one damage point. Then discard this card. So it's basically so that's on him, so he can prevent the weapon damage, and yeah, so prevent the weapon damage and deal 1 damage to the thing. Right, next on the initiative track is hostile group number 3, which is the zombies over here. They get an 11 on their thing. Impaling Cursebriar. Each acting hostile makes an advance action. If the hero suffers damage from that advance action weapon action, then they are trapped. I don't think they are, because the zombies, they're nice and slow. They've only got movement of 2. They're going 1, 2. That should be more like that. It's going 1, 2, 1, 2. So you've got zombies just shuffling forward over there. Then last but not least, we have got Capitan. She's going to go move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. She's just going to stay up there. She's going to stay in that. She's just going to stay in that room. Now I haven't used all the Destiny dice. I'm happy with that. 2 characters up there. 2 characters over down here. Yes, I've split the party up, but the hostiles spawn all over the place. Away, as far away from people as possible. So I will try and keep them all together. So right. Now that all the heroes and everything have activated, we go on to part number 5, which is the event phase for a turn. In the event phase, the players must first determine if the journey ends or continues. Journey continues. All heroes are dead or out of action, or if every hero that is not dead or out of action is in the extraction zone, the journey ends. In any other circumstances, the journey continues, unless the rules for that journey specific otherwise. If the journey continues, a leader must make an event roll by rolling the quest dice. So we roll the d12. We got an 8. Look up the result. 7 to 8. Our time grows short. Move the nightfall token clockwise 1 space, unless it is already on night. So that just moves around 1 space. Once the event has been resolved, the leader token passes to the next player on the left, who becomes the leader for the next turn. Turn is complete, and we start a new turn. So that, I know it took a little while to do the first action, because obviously I wanted to go through it all on camera. Hopefully it should all speed up a bit more now. But that is 1 turn of the game. So I'm just going to bring the camera, check it over here. So the Nightfall token's moved on twice now, because of an extra because of the event. But I have killed 1 champion. There's 1 hostile group left over there. These guys over here, hoping to take the mystery objective. And we've got a couple of characters waiting over there. Right, let's start the next turn. So if we remember correctly, it's basically the Nightfall token moves on again. That is that. We roll the Destiny dice. See, we can get through parts 1 and 2 pretty quickly this turn. 2 4s, 2 3s, go. So there's only a 5 in the Destiny dice. We shuffle up. Oh, we do all the activation rolls for the characters. Only 3 dice for you. 2 1s and a 5. I think you might actually just be spending some time doing some healing, because I don't like having wounds on characters. Good roll for the bounty hunter this time. 2 6s and a 5 and a 4. 4 being there. And lots of 3s and 6s for the ogre. Right. Now I'll explain what happens basically when the encounter groups come up on these. I'm actually hoping encounters 1 and 2 come up quite early, but we shall see. I have given these a good shuffle. It's the Ogre. Encounter Group 2, Bounty Hunter. That one is Selena. Then the 2 encounter groups. And last but not least is the Captain, El Capitan. Well, my Ogre's going. There's nothing really for me Ogre to do. He's going to spend an activation dice. I'm going to try to do the agility testing to see what happens. Failure, nothing happens. He's just lost an activation. So he is still going first. He's just going to, I'll tell you what, he's just going to spend 1 activation. He's just going to sort of move more into the centre of that room. He doesn't really need to do anything else. That's all the Ogre's doing. Encounter group number 2, which was the group up here, which the Ogre... Oh! Inspiration points. That's what I forgot to do. I'll just quickly do this bit for the hostile group, and then I will double check on the inspiration points, and I will get back to you shortly. So, right, hostile activation group. So when the hostiles activated, first check to see if the group is driven off. It has. Okay, so first of all, we have to check to see if the hostile activation group has been driven off. If the hostile group is not driven off, the leader makes a behaviour roll, which is what I was doing last time, so driven off. To check if the hostile group is driven off, count the number of hostiles from that group that are on the battlefield. If that number is a third or fewer than the number of hostiles originally deployed from this hostile group, the hostile group is driven off. When the hostile group is driven off, first, each hostile from that group that is on the battlefield and is not stunned makes 1 weapon attack. Then the leader removes any main miniatures from the hostile group from the battlefield and replaces that hostile group encounter card on the combat track with the next card from the top of the encounter deck. The replacement card is kept face down, and then the hostile group activation ends. So all I'm doing is getting rid of that card and putting that one face down. If there was no cards in the encounter deck, then you basically just shuffle and carry on. Right, so I just double checked up on the inspiration points after I've just done that encounter bit, the encounter card, just to remember seeing what it was. So what it is you make an inspiration roll on a d12 at the end of a hero's activation. So I should have done at the end of this person's guy, the end of the Ogres, and the end of Darrick's. What you do, you add up the total wounds for the amount of monsters slain. So Selena killed 2 Orphan Watch that had a total of 4 wounds, so they're 2 wounds each. If I roll a 4 or less on this, I gain 1 inspiration point. Nope, I got rolled a 10. No. Darrick killed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because he killed all 3 of them. 12, no. And the Ogre, he just went running actually, so he didn't actually kill anyone, did he? There was no one for him to kill. So they didn't gain any that way. There is also the other way to gain things, which is this Path of Glory. So Darrick has 1. Whenever he kills a champion, he gains 1 inspiration point. So he did kill a champion this turn. So he gains, on his turn, he gains 1 inspiration point. Now these points can basically be spent to do a couple of various different things. You can spend 1 point to re-roll 1 action dice from the roll made for that hero. 2 points can be used to attempt a gambit without spending an activation dice. 3 inspiration points. During the hero's activation, you make a 4+ search action, so you can use one of your dice to make a 4+ search action when not adjacent to a mysterious object. The search action still costs 4+ activation, that the hero cannot be adjacent to any hostiles. This does not remove any mysterious objectives from the battlefield. So basically it's another way of making search actions to try and get more treasure. Or you can also spend 3 points to flip your card over. You have a card, your card has 2 sides, so he can become slightly better. So the idea basically is try and get 3 points, flip your card, at the end get up to 3 points, try and search, get some treasure and stuff. But that's inspiration. So that's the hero bits done and all that. Right, let's carry on. That was hostile action number 2. Next action group is me, Bounty Hunter. He is going to spend a 4+. He's going to move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. He will spend a 5+ dice. He is going to do his range attacks. He gets to do it once per turn. He's going to do it against. I'll do it against that hostile, the one at the back there. I get a critical success, which is 4 wounds. Zombies actually have 3 wounds each, so that is 1 dead zombie. What else do we want to do? I think then we're going to do a move action. 1, 2 into there. I just want to check with the move action. I'm not sure is if the moment you get next to a hostile, next to someone, you have to stop, or if you can move, because obviously that there move which I've done there moves me into a slightly better range. Right, so I'll just double check the rules, and the moment you move into a space next to a hostile, you have to stop. So he's just going to get to move there, and he stops. He's then going to spend another dice, make another attack action, which is just a red dice. He does 2 wounds to this zombie. And that is it. So that's his activations all done. We then get Sneona. It's going to do a move action. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a ranged attack, which he has, which is Heaven's Bolt Stilettos. 4+ range. It is just 1 dice there. It's a fail. Ooh. Nope, so that doesn't do anything there. She's going to use the 5+ from the Destiny dice. She's going to use it to do a search action on here. Oh, she has discovered a crisis. So the mysterious objective stays there. And then for a crisis, I have to roll the d12 and then read what, find what happens. Basically, let's take it in the camera here. There's a crisis table. Roll a d12 and it tells you what bit on what page and what part to read. It's a bit of a random thing. 2, page 28, number 2. So number 2. Burn the traitor! Cries of burn them! Burn them! Echo around the hero as the mob rallies nearby, carrying a citizen that is chained up from head to foot. The acting hero must choose to intervene and help the citizen, or ignore their plight. If you choose to intervene, turn to page 80. Turn to entry 80, which is page 35. Or if you choose to ignore, turn to 145. I'm going to intervene. I'm a good person. So turn to page 35 and read number 80. The hero intervenes for who would watch an innocent burn in the name of fear alone. If the acting hero is a stalwart or a lawmaster, which I'm not, they are traits which come later on in the game. They use their impressive stature or excellent reasoning skill to prevent the mob from enacting summary justice upon their victim. Shrink fear by 1. The acting hero gains 1 inspiration point, and the crisis ends. If the acting hero is a blade or an executioner, I'm not. Otherwise, the acting hero is forced to thrash a few citizens before they see the errors of the way. Grow fear by 1 to a maximum of 7, and the crisis ends. So I basically have increased my fear level from 5 to 6. It could only go to a maximum of 7, so I will change that over shortly. But then that is that all done. And then I've got 1 other dice. I can't do much apart from move. So my last dice, which is a 1, is going to be a Recuperate Action. So the Recuperate Action. So I'm spending that dice to do that. I have to make a make a vitality roll, which for my character is the D8. It is a critical success. If the roll is successful, remove 1 wound from the counter from the hero's card, or turn 1 grievous wound over to its wound. To remove 2 wounds, or remove. So I remove that wound, that grievous wound, from him for a critical success. So that's him healed up. Actions done. That's her done. Hostile action group number 1, which is this. So that is just a new card. Hostile group number 3 is the zombies. What do they do this turn? A 4. They do an advance. So basically, they're already there. That one's going to come there. And they both just make an attack action on my bounty hunter. Hands and teeth. Right, so I just wanted to read up on the action cards for here. So yeah, they're just doing 1 attack action each. I'll do it both at the same time. They basically have 1 of these dice each, so they both failed. They both failed to hit him. That is good. And the last action is my captain, who's going to do nothing this turn. Doesn't need to. And that is turn. Oh, no, not quite turn number 2 done. We've got to do an event, which is an 8 again, which is move this round. So we may as well move that round twice. We're almost halfway round for the for it to become night time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 2 5's gone. We have a 1, 2, and a 6. There, right. We do all my hero activation rolls. So you've got all 4 of your dice now. 2 2s, a 3, and a 5. Captain got a very good roll. And the ogre, 2 3s, a 1, and a 6. Right. Let's see what happens here now with... Oh, I didn't do my inspiration roll for my dude at 2, so he would actually have 2 points now, because he killed 1 hostile. Let's see the turn order this turn. So first turn is the bounty hunter. Second turn, Selena, hostile group 1, the captain, 3, the ogre, and 2. So there's my turn activation order this turn. I'm not going to worry too much about here. What I do as well is I'll probably play this turn out, because you'll see me spawn some more groups, and then I might do a couple of turns off camera just to get there, because I don't want the video being too long. I don't want to bore you all too much by watching it, so I might do a couple of turns if not a lot's happening off camera, and then flick it back on to see what's going on. But right, let's go. My bounty hunter, he's going to use his 1 to just do his normal attack action on the wounded zombie. It's a critical hit, it's 3 damage. Blah, zombie dead. He may as well do basic attack action on the other zombie. It's a critical hit, 3 damage. Blah, zombie dead. That is that. So he's not going to do anything else for his turn. These go down to 5s. Inspiration. 6 wounds. Yes, he is got his 3 inspiration points. So he's going to spend them. And I'm going to flip his board over. So his board is now a shiny gold. What's different on here? So the damage he can make with his blade is now different, and his weapons. So his normal 1+ attack is now the 2 D8s rather than the that one, the red one. His judgment is now 1 red, 1 D8. So that's there. That's the same. And he's got a different skill he can use as well. So that is him. That is his actions done. Next action is just going to be sitting over here. She's going to do a 4+ search action on this mysterious objective again. She gets a treasure card. So that one has gone. A hero with this treasure card can use it at any time during their activation if they have not made any weapon actions this turn. When this treasure card is used, this hero cannot make weapon actions and cannot be picked by the leader as the target of a hostile weapon action until the start of their next activation. So basically it's you don't make any attacks and you don't get any attacks made against you for a turn. So useful if you are in a surrounded by quite a few enemies. They're done. Right, hostile group number 1. So that was the group that's over here by this search action where they spawned. Encounter card is face down. So what happens when you get to the point on the bit where obviously I'm activating hostile group number 1, but the card is face down because I'd already killed the hostile group before. When the initiative card for the hostile group is reached, but that hostile encounter card is face down on the combat track, the leader flips the encounter card face up and deploys the appropriate hostile group for the hero's levels on the battlefield as reinforcements. Once each hostile from that hostile group has been deployed, the group activation ends. Deploying reinforcements. Whenever a rule calls for reinforcements deployed, follow the sequence. Unless told otherwise, the leader gathers the required models from the available ones. If there's not enough models, you can't put any more. The leader picks any of those models to deploy as reinforcements. If the hero are undertaking a scavenge or a hunt journey, which this one is the hunt journey, the leader deploys that group by placing it in the space touching a lynch gate, which is these bits just on the edge of the board. Right, so I've read the rules. So we flip the thing over and we have got one of the unpainted models, basically. We have got one of the Vaskoth Bloodborne, so a vampire. It is spawned on the Lynch Gate, which is this token. There's a couple of them around the board. Is furthest away from the characters. So that is why she spawned all the way over here. When they're spawned, they do an advance action as well. So the advance is they don't do any behavioural, they just do an advance action, which is a move and attack. Now vampires move pretty quick. She moves 5. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going there and she's going to do an attack action, which is the red dice for her. Oh, she misses. That's good. She has some special rules. When picking a target for a weapon action made by this hostile, the leader must pick a hero that has one or more wounds or grievous wound counted on the character card over one that does. So she will hunt wounded people before non-wounded people, but as I've got no one with wounds, that's not fine. Shadow Fast. Each time I take damage, each time this hostile suffers damage, the leader must roll the quest. So whenever the vampire takes damage, roll the d12 on a 9+. It ignores the damage. It has 6 wounds as well, so could be slightly tougher to fight, but both the guys over there have got to have their turns, which, saying that, I'm going to move the camera over here and point it downwards. It is now the captain's turn. So the captain only has one attack action, which is the 1+, attacking with her sword, or her abilities. She has a death blow, which is a 6+. This action can only be taken once per turn. You pick 2 hostiles that are adjacent to each other, or 2 hostiles in the same space. Okay, so that's no point because you basically make 2 attack actions for that, but it's on 2 different models. And she has basic instincts once per turn during the Gambit Step. Nope, I don't need to do that because it's Gambit Step. So yeah, so all I've got basically for my captain is a 1+ attack action, so she's got 4 attack actions, All of them use the red dice. She will do either 2 damage with success or 4 damage with a critical success. So let's move the camera out slightly up here, so I'll try and roll. I'll try and roll on camera. I'm going to try and roll in this little square bit if I can. So first action, 4 damage, or is it? No, it's not. Next action, 2 damage. No, it's not. Next action, I'll roll them both together. Actually, makes it easier. Oh! A success and a 4, so that is 2 damage. Last action. Ignores the damage, and it was going to be another 4 damage. I'm going to use one of the Destiny dice here as well. And it would have been another 2 damage, but it's been ignored again. And we use one more Destiny dice. We'll try and do some damage. Nope, that's a fail, and it would have ignored it. So 6 attacks, I've done 2 damage. Woohoo! So okay, so yeah, so a lot tougher to kill than expected. The next action is hostile group number 3, which is the zombies I just killed. So that's basically going to be that one gone, that one there. And then, oh, actually, I'll tell you what, we'll keep the camera over here. Because next up is the ogre. One action, we go to move. We're going to go 1, we're going to come 2. We've got ogre versus a vampire now. Right, the corpse eater. He has 2 different attack actions. He has the gut gouger and the marrow masher. Marrow masher is on a 4+. And his unique ability is tenderizing blow, 6+. This action can only be made once per turn. This hero makes a free marrow masher weapon attack action. Reroll failed attack rolls for that action. That weapon damage has a value of 3 or 5 for the thing. So he has got a 6+. He's going to do that. So he does his marrow masher. I get to reroll a failed attack roll. Let's see if I can't bring the camera back here a bit again and angle it down. I'll see if I can roll in here. It ignores. It would have been 3 damage, but it ignores it. Not good. And then he'll just make. He's obviously going to make 2 just normal attack actions. So he rolls the two of these dice. Does no damage. Tries again. Ignores the damage. He would have done another 1 point of damage there with that one. But damage ignored. The vampire survives. Right, we then hostile group number 2. So we're now flipping over, we're now spawning. We are spawning 3 corpse rats. So let's go with 1, 2, 3. 3 of these guys, nicely painted up. This one is a blood rat, which I believe you have to spawn 1 if there's at least 3 bases. And I believe the blood rat is a champion. I will double check that you can kill to gain a point. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. These are going to spawn because it's equal distance to that one where the vampire spawn to the one up here near the bounty hunter. So these rats are going to spawn up here. And that is event phase. Let's see what happens. 6 in this event phase. Let's have a quick look at number 6. 6 is a crisis. The leader would be Derek, so I'm just moving along with the leader in this second round. So it's a 3. So we're going to page 20 again, but we're going to number 3. Opportunity knocks. The hero spies a vampire slinking into a nearby crypt. This may be a perfect opportunity to slay it. The acting hero must choose to try and kill the vampire or ignore it. Well, as I am an executioner and I'm a vampire hunter, I'm going to obviously choose to try and kill it. So I go to 150 on page 43. It's a trap! The vampire waits in ambush and falls upon the hero as they follow it into the crypt. The acting hero makes one free weapon action, as if the target was adjacent and visible. Place wound counters in front of the acting player and record the total damage dealt. If the target suffers a total of 4 or more damage, the acting hero escapes. So he does, as if it's adjacent. No, he does no damage. Otherwise, the acting hero suffers 2 damage. So he gets a grievous wound. Suffers 2 damage against which they can make it. Oh, I do get to make a defense roll. What is my defense? My defense is that. Hey, I succeed the defense roll. Oh, so I have to repeat until I'm either taken out of action or I win. So that is 4 damage. I escape from him. Oh, could have been deadly. Right, that's the end of that round. As I say, I might. I'm going to pause here for a bit. I'm going to go get myself a drink, and I might start on sort of set up for the next round. And when it gets to the fight with the vampire, I might bring that bit back into the camera and see how the vampire does. But I shall see you guys in a bit. Right, I'm back. Hello there. Right, I just quickly played out, actually, the next round. I've only done one more round since, obviously, I stopped playing. Just to see what would happen. And, yeah, I should have filmed it, unfortunately. I'd missed filming it. So, basically what happened first is the rats went first. They came down here and they attacked the bounty hunter. Did nothing. The ogre got to go next and obliterated the vampire in one hit and gained an inspiration point from there. So our championship, we killed one more champion there. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. We then actually spawned some bat swarms. I brought them on down here because the vampires had gone. And again, because they were equal distance, I brought on bat swarms, which are 3 bats, as you can see there on the side there. This hero here, she come wandering up. She took out one of the rat swarms, and obviously, yeah, she managed to kill one of them. And then the rats actually attacked back one of the rats attacked theirs, did no damage. She attacked, killed a rat. The bat swarms then spawned, went flying up here, and attempted to do quite a bit of damage, but the captain actually managed to save the damage she would have been taking. And then on return, the captain went absolute berserk and actually killed all 3 of the bat swarms. The bat swarms are the same as the vampire. They're hard to hit. You have to roll the d12 afterwards, but it's only on a 10 plus. They actually reduce the wounds, reduce the damage they take by 1. And then lastly over here, the bounty hunter here killed the last couple of rat swarms there. So, because the vampire didn't get to go before it got killed, we've got a new card there. These last 2 cards here will be changing next turn. So we're down to no enemies on the table here. And because the blood rat, which is the big one here, and the dire bat, which is the big bat here, they count as champions and killing the vampire. We're up to 4 champion kills now. So we're almost halfway there. So the only things I've got left to do for this round really is just my event. It's just the event phase. which is a 4, referencing on the back of the event, the Will of the Master. The hostile group with the model furthest away from any hero makes a move action. They're equal distance. If there are no hostile groups, nothing happens because there are no enemies on the table. So yeah, I thought I'd bring it in just for that, just for filming. So I'm going to quickly see how quick this turn is. 2 4s, 2 2s. So we only have a 6 and a destiny dice. Pull. Roll these guys. Lots of 3s and a 1. Lots of 4s there. Couple of 3s, couple of 4s, right. So there's only going to be one hostile group to actually spawn this turn. So Ogre. And the hostile group doesn't spawn until towards the end. So the Ogre's going to do nothing because I'm equal distance, so I can get them spawning here coming on. I'm quite happy with that. Number 3 just changes card. Number 2 changes card. 1, 2, 3. She's only had 1 treasure card, so I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna move her to there. That's all I'm gonna do. You're gonna do nothing. Let's spawn. Oh, we spawn the Watch Captain. He comes on just by himself. So it's just him. Just the Watch Captain. Let's see how he does. 2, 3, 4. He has to come on over here because this is the furthest point away. So he's coming on over by the Captain and the Ogre, who have both obviously been. So he does an advance, which he only moves 3. 1, 2, 3. And he only has a melee weapon, so he can't do an attack, but he's moved up there. So he obviously has a couple of abilities that makes the Orphan Watch better. So that's what he has. So that's him done. And then we just got the Bounty Hunter. He's going to go 1, 2, move up there. He's going to do the search action on this last mysterious objective that's there. And it's a trap! When this card is drawn, the hero that made the search action must make either a defense roll or an agility roll. If the result is a failure, he suffers 1 damage. I'm going to do a defense roll. No, I succeed. Then discard this card. That hero can choose to draw another discovery card. So I'm going to choose to draw another card. It's another trap! Scores of darts fly out of a shadowy corner nearby, embedding themselves in armour, flesh and brickwork. Upon closer inspection, each dart is revealed to be filled with to be a filed human tooth. When this card is drawn, the hero that made the search action must make either a defense roll or an agility roll. It's a success. So I can choose to draw another card. Look, this is a room full of traps, but it is worth it. There is some treasure. So that is the last mystery objective gone. A hero with this treasure card can use it any time during their activation or when they would be diseased. Basically, I can remove a diseased token from him. So we shall put that there. Could be useful. So that is everyone gone. 10 is the event, a 9 or 10. 10. Born Hero. The leader, which is the Ogre this time, picks 1 hero that is out of action. Place that hero on the battlefield nearest empty space to another hero. Recuperate Action. There are no heroes out of action. The leader may pick one hero on the battlefield, and you can attempt to heal yourself. So nothing happens for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next round. You've got three more rounds till it gets to nightfall. Lots of 6s there goes. So we've got a 4 and a 1 there. So basically, it looks like, let's move the camera over here. The action looks like it's basically going to be down here at the moment. But also, it does also mean, because of the furthest lynch gate away from characters is over here, all the bad guys will be spawning over here with these two. So what we got? Ooh. This is an interesting initiative thing. I shall show you this quick. So we have got hostile groups 2 and 1 coming. So 2's going to spawn over here. 1 is the watch captain having a go. And then the my captain has to have a go. Then we spawn some more. And then everyone else. So let's put the camera back down over here for a moment. And let's see. So hostile group number 2. What is spawning? Come on down. 3 dead walker zombies. Brains. 1, 2, 3. 3 zombies. And they moved, if I remember correctly, was it 2? 2 indeed it was. We shall put that over there, that card. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. They've done an advance action. Number 1, the watch captain. He steps up. Oh, no, actually, sorry. Behaviour roll, isn't it? A 10. Unleashed might. He makes an advance action. He steps up there. And increase the damage value of his cursed weapon action by +2/+2 until the end of the turn. Oh, okay then. He is going to do his attack against the vampire that took against the ogre that took care of the took out the vampire. So let's see what he does. So, he has got 2 hits, and as it's +2/+2, that is 5 and 6 damage. Now, one thing I just want to double check, so I am just going to pause it again there. Where I make. So right, it doesn't say you roll one defense dice for each dice there. So that's what I just wanted to see. So it's going to be 1 defense dice, which is the triangle. So at the moment he's taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's taking 11 damage at the moment. So let's roll this. It's a failure. I am taking 2, 4, 6, 8. So that watch captain has come along and basically gone, yeah, take you out. So he is taken out of action. Blah! Captain just comes up and butchers the corpse eater. Okay. Out of action. When a hero is taken out of action, remove the hero's model from the battlefield and their initiative card from the combat track. So we shall remove him and his card from the combat track and put them beside the hero's character. While a hero is out of action, none of the actions or rules on the character card can be used, and they do not take part in any crisis. So I am 1 character down. Oh dear. you know, a 9 or a 10 again on the event track to see if I can get him back. Otherwise, it could be a character dead after the first mission. Right. So that was him. Next up is the Capitan. So this captain's just going to have to try and go to town on the watch captain here. So 1 attack, does 2 damage. Attacks again. Oh, does 4 damage. So 2, 4, 6 damage to him so far. Fails the attack. Another attack. 2 damage. The watch captain has been taken out. The captain has taken some revenge. So that's another champion down. So we're up to 5. We're halfway through the champions, which is good. Can't have that one. Can't have that one again. So we shall. So that's yeah. That was an interesting bit of a fight over there. Right. So that was all 4 actions there. I'm not going to do anything else because the zombies can't do anything else this turn. Hostile group number 3. Oh, we now are spawning our Corsair Night Guard, who's all undercoated, ready for painting. So he is having to spawn. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. Now that he is moved, I might spawn him down over this side because he is just as far away from there as we would be from the captain. So let's spawn him down there and he will make an advance action. So what's his advance action? So he moves 3 to 3. And that's him done. He reduces the damage dealt as well. But then, unlucky for him though, it is these 2 people's goes. Right. We're going to use the 4 from the Destiny dice to make a Heaven's Bolts range attack. Fails. 1, we shall move in because we've only got melee attacks otherwise. And right. Then we're just going to have to try and do, I've got, so 3 attack actions I can do. 3. Oh, that didn't roll really. I'm not having that as a drop. Oh, 6 damage. Potentially 9 damage. I've got to roll this one. It is a 10 plus, so that is 3. That's reduced it by 1, so it's 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8 damage taken. 2, 4, 6. 8 damage taken to him. So, wow, my Widow's person has thrice blessed mace. So her mace has been clubbing away there. And then we have got Derek. Now we have got my thingy, bounty hunter, who is going to fire some stakes at the night guard to start with. Does 4 damage. Yep, 4 damage. 2, 4, 6, 8. Blah. Didn't last long, unfortunately. That is him dead. And another champion done. It's handy, obviously. I know it's one thing for this game. It does seem a bit, if the monsters do manage to spawn before you get to go, you do have a good chance of being able to take them out before they really get to do anything. But some of them, like I say, I would imagine he'd be the same. That watch captain, give him too many goes, You'd be dead. Right. A 4 on the event track was nothing happens, if I remember correctly. Oh, no. Sorry, it is. The hostile groups with models furthest away from any heroes, that's this lot, make a move action. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that is it. They just make a move action. They don't actually do any attacking or anything. So the zombies have moved in next to the captain. But that is going to be the only monsters actually on this next one. I think I may have to try and get these two now to try and catch up. Make it around to the captain and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. That moves on. Lots of 4s go. We have a 1 and a 6 on the Destiny dice. And then we have that. And that. So you don't count, so Bounty Hunter. Clean and now battle instincts. Once per turn during the Gambit Step, this hero can swap position of the initiative card. One other hero who's right. My captain is going to swap positions with my Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter can go last then. Right, just so my captain hit to go first, because otherwise the captain was going after the zombies, and I didn't really want to sit there and suffer with the zombie attack. So let's just see what the captain can do. Right, we're going to do a 6+ death blow, so you get to make 1 attack against 2 different hostiles. So it's 1 attack on each of these. This one to start with. Critical hit, 4 damage. Done. Oh, I didn't roll the inspiration in. See where I got inspired at all. 2 damage. So he's taken 2 wounds. Next attack, just do a 1+ attack on there. 2 wounds, that one's dead. Then we've got to move in. I'm going to move to there. Make an attack. We do no damage. So that's the captain done. So she's done 6 points. No, so nothing there for that one. But I forgot last time. My Wizzy person gets inspiration point. And no, the Bounty Hunter didn't. Right, so that's Captain done. Bring this back over here. Nothing much exciting is going to happen. It's just this person, and I think she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Actually, so it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and then she can do a shooting attack. Potentially, yeah, she does 1 point of damage, but she stuns the zombie. So the zombie over. So she's gone running all the way over there to back to Capitan, and done 1 point of damage to the zombie and has stunned it. So it won't take its action on its turn. Hostile group number 1 just swaps card. Hostile group number 3 swap cards. Number 2 is that one zombie that's stunned. And then we've got me Bounty Hunter who's going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And he's got 1 run action where he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're basically all teamed up. Back together. Event phase. So where's my dice? A 3. Again, that is this person just gets to make a move action, but it's next to a person. Done. Actually, could have moved her in and used the Destiny. I keep forgetting about the Destiny dice to use them. So I could have possibly moved in and killed them. So I'm going to leave the Destiny dice down here. May remind me. There's that. Next turn it goes to Nightfall. So all the bad guys will be slightly better. But I still need 4 more champions dead. Right. Me. Well, I didn't actually roll their dice, which I should have done. I'm not going to change wouldn't change the track anyway. Right, first person up is her over here. Let me put this down over here because we are all over here at the moment. She's just going to move, come into there. And then she's going to beat the zombie around the head. Yep. Just 3 damage to the zombie. Dush. Already taken 1. So, a zombie down. Doesn't gain an inspiration point though. That's all they're doing. So hostile group number 2, which is the zombies, then just change his card. Number 3 is going to spawn, which is 3 bat swarms. So it's going to be these 3 bats again coming in, which I just need to think. I think down here might be furthest away. Because obviously they spawn furthest away. It's to try and make you obviously make sure you do move around the map quite a bit. But obviously they make an advanced move, which is 5. So 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So they just all come up to the edge of the room there. And then my Captain and Bounty Hunter aren't actually going to do it. I'm going to wait this turn and see what happens. Oh, we then spawn 3 Orphan Watch. So we're going to make sure we spawn the Sarge again. And we'll spawn these ones down here as well. And I believe they have an advanced 1, 2, 3. Yep, move of 3, so they have moved up. And the event is a number 8. What is event number 8? Which was, the clock has moved on. It is gone to night time. Night time, daytime. So, take the Orphan Watch card here, for example. What I'm doing, flip it over. They still have a move of 3, 2 wounds. Their damage dice, they now do 1 red dice rather than the 2 d6s. So they've basically got a better dice, I believe. And their damage is increased. More than 1. Nothing else special for there. And the Bat Swarm, yeah, they basically do more damage as well. So it's kind of just more damage that they're doing. Right. Because it's just going to be moving again a lot more around here, I'm going to stop filming here for now, and I will come back again in a bit to find out how these guys get on with these people. Right, I've activated the camera again. Obviously, I've played a couple of turns out. We did have the shovel guy. I can't remember his name now. He did come on. He managed to wander right up to our heroes. He's done a point of damage to our captain before dying to everything else. And we also had some bats as well, which come flying up. We've killed a load of bats. So at the moment we are on 9 champions killed. I've just started this turn. I've done all the initiative bits and everything. The only hostile groups on the board are these rats and zombies. It's going to be all they get to all act before I go, and all I've got to do is basically, if I can kill this blood rat here, this big rat, then that's my 10th champion. I do win. So I thought I'd film it, because this is most likely going to be the last turn, because I'm going to concentrate on obviously trying to kill that. So to start with, it's hostile group number 2. So we're basically spawning 2 zombies, which those zombies I'm going to spawn up the top here, and they go 1, 2, 3. They move 4 now. It's night time as well, so they've doubled their movement speed at night. Then it's hostile group number 3. Let's see what they do. Number 3 is the zombies. They are activating on a 2. Grave call. The leader must place 1 available gravestone marker, which is one of these, in an empty space adjacent to a hero on the battlefield. So it's one of these little gravestones that I've painted up. There's a gravestone right behind the Capitan. If there are no available gravestone models, or there are no empty spaces adjacent to any hero, no gravestone models placed. Then place an available dead walker zombie on the battlefield in the same space or in an empty space adjacent to each gravestone model on the battlefield. Those zombies are now part of this hostile group, and they make an advance action. So a zombie is sprung up in this grave. These ones go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one makes an attack. We're going to attack the Capitan. We hit. There's the Captain. The Captain is now inspired as well. We prevent 1 point of damage, but as they do 2 points, we take another point of damage with grievous wound. You can destroy the gravestones as well, so you can do a 4+ action to destroy a gravestone. But that is the zombies done. Number 1, hostile group number 1. So now it's for the rats. What are the rats doing? A 6. They just do an advance. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Attack. So that is them done. Right. Let's see. So let's see if we can't kill. Let's bring the camera over here. The action is all sitting over here at the moment. So let's see if we can't. Over here, right. We're going to do an attack with her on this zombie. Let's see if we can't kill this one. 3 wounds. The zombies still only have 3 wounds. 1 dead. Let's finish this. 1. Actually, she only going to move to there. Actually, she doesn't need to do that yet to start with. She's going to do a 6+, the Staff of Celestial Divine. I'm going to pick 1 hostile, which I'm going to pick this one here. Let's see if I do some damage to it. It's a critical success. It was a success. It suffers 2 damage, so that one suffered 2. And then we roll D8 for this zombie. Takes a wound, and that rat takes a wound. Look at that. Wounding everything. Let's just kill. We're going for the kill here. Then we're going to move up. Then last, we're going to do an attack action against that wounded zombie there. Only 1 success, so it is just a another wound to it, so it's 2 wounds to that zombie. Next up is the Captain. We're going to do a move. We're going to do an attack. Hey, we do 3 points. Blind, we do lots of damage now. We kill that zombie. We're going to move. We're going to move into that space there. We use one of the Destiny dice to do an attack. We kill that zombie there. No, and then no. No and no for the inspiration points. I keep forgetting about them quite often. Done. And then we've got my bounty hunter. He's going to move. He's going to do 1, 2, 3. He's going to do 1 range attack against the blood rat down here. He does 4 damage, which is just enough to kill him. We're then going to move him. I know I don't need to do this bit, but I'm moving in. We attack the one that's wounded. We do 2 points of damage, which kills that one. We attack the other one, and we kill that one. We kill everything. We've killed all the rats. We've killed everything, and we have escaped. We have killed all 10 champions in that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a bit of a tidy up, and then I'm going to see what happens to the corpse chewer at the end of this. See whether he's actually dead or if he is able to get up somehow for the next mission. I was hoping he wouldn't die, because as I've only got 2 painted characters, I thought only painting 2 more might be easier than painting 3 more. But we shall see how we get on. So I shall be back shortly with end of campaign bits, which I've not read before, so let's see how that goes. Right, so we've got here. I've got to put most of the board away, and I've just sorted out a few bits and pieces. Still a bit tidying up to do, but I'm just going to read through what happens here. Let me move a couple of bits up here. Journey's End. So there's 7 parts, obviously when you're done it. Determine success. So determine whether you're successful or not. We have, and then consult the victory by consulting the victory conditions in the quest book for the hunt journal. So we're successful. We each gain experience, which I'll read in the rule book in a minute. I shrink influence by 2, but the fear grows by 1. So my influence on here is now going to be 4. Let me just move that out there. And the fear is going to be, there it is, 7. So it's not. So I need to think about trying to reduce fear in the next quest. I have to find out what sort of mission can do that. Resolve extraction. The leader rolls the quest dice and looks up the result on the extraction table opposite. Add 1 to the roll if we were successful in the journey. We were. Add 1 to the roll if it was in the daytime marker. It wasn't. So let's roll a 10. We were successful in our journey, so we get a 11. So where's one thing? Let me just say. One to the roll here is successful. One to. So well, we were successful, so we got an 11. The grateful citizens of Orphankhan escape on board of Adamant and regard it as a hero, a tale of how the defiant of Radika has inspired the populace. Each hero starts the next journey with 1 inspiration point instead of 0. If you're pausing the quest, place 4 inspiration points in the counter bags to remind you, and remove them after the journey begins. So yes, so I am going to be pausing the quest. So I will start with 1 inspirational point. That's easy. That's not bad. Determine survival. If a hero is out of action, their player rolls the quest dice. Subtract 1 for each hero and ailment. So he doesn't have any ailments. The result is 1 or less. He dies. So it's a 2. Just the ogre is back up. Only just though. Dead hero is no longer available. So we don't need to worry about that. Remove tokens and counters. Remove away and 1 tokens, inspiration points, and wound counters, grievous wound counters from each surviving hero. Return to the Path of Glory side, which is normal side. Note that hero keeps any treasure or empowerment cards they have. So excellent. So I do get to keep the treasure cards for thing. Resolve consequences. Resolve the consequences of the hero's journey as pretense under its victory. Instant change. Oh, well, I've done that bit. Note that some consequences apply regardless. Yet, so I've done that. Increase hero level. So we start at level 0. Remain until the quest is over. Hero dies. So increase hero level. I don't think I'm increasing their level just yet. Hero gains experience each time they're successful on the journey. Hero gains experience. That gains a novice experience token. If hero gains experience and is already a novice, they replace it with a veteran token. If the veteran token, then we level up. We go to level 1. Okay, so obviously we're not thing. And there's quick learners. Oh yeah, that's if you start with a level, like different level characters. There, so that is the end of the journey. So the ogre hasn't died. The wounded captain heals up. We're back to normal. Unfortunately, fear in Orphan Khan has grown. And there's some more bits there on that page just for leveling up and stuff. So now we're going to be choosing a different type of journey. Obviously, I've done a hunt journey, and I won't be doing another hunt because obviously I don't need my influence to go down anymore. I need my fear to go down. I'll have a look at the scavenge and the scavenge one and another one just to see what I have to do on there, because I've not played those ones to be slightly different, and see if I can get me fear down. But thank you very much for watching. As I say, if I've got any rules wrong at all, please do make comments on that, or if you've in that, and let me know whether you enjoyed it. And as I say, I'll try and play a few more of these soon, and see how I get on through the campaign for the Cursed City, and see if I can win it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.